What up, what up, what up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns, back at you with another one. So we got a quick one for you this evening. We're going to finish up the review on those P320s. We ran the DH3. We couldn't really run the xFive like we wanted to. Had that extractor issue. So this is kind of the final leg of that roundup on those ported items. We're going to be running with this xFive. Let's get the housekeeping out of the way. This video is for educational purposes only. We're in a safe and controlled environment. We're not promoting the sale of any firearms, nor we promoting the sale of any accessories. This is strictly a product review of my own personal equipment. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. If you enjoy the content, hopefully you hit that subscribe button and come back and see us. If you're a returning viewer, I appreciate the support. Appreciate you being along for the ride. And we're going to keep this journey going. All right. So first one out the gate, 2026. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you had a safe one. Good holiday season. We are off and running into this new year. So we are back to business as usual. So if you follow the channel, you know that we had these 320s that we sent out to TDS Gunworks to get ported. This here is the xFive Legion, and we also ran the DH3, which is just a variant of this xFive Legion. So let's go ahead and clear it. Weapon is clear, magazine's empty. Weapon is clear. That mag back in for aesthetics. So when we initially had this one out, we had an issue with the extractor, so we couldn't run it. We couldn't really test it, so we had to put it off to the side. We ran the DH3, but I really wanted to run them side by side just to see the difference in that porting concept. So that's what I got a chance to do this time. It's not going to be a lot of range footage. We'll bounce out and we'll see some shooting footage, but it's going to mainly be tabletop. So we'll kind of discuss these bad boys, discuss the different styles, discuss what's going on with them. So I'm not going to hold you up here. Let's jump over to the tabletop. We got both of them laid out, and we'll take a closer look and kind of go over some of the nuances and things to consider. So let's head to the tabletop. I'll see you on the other side. All right, so here we are on the tabletop. So we got both units laid out. As I say, the DH3 is basically a variant of the xFive. Both of them share the same frame characteristics. Both of them have the tungsten infused frames, so you got the weighted polymer frames. Both of them share the xFive platform as far as they both run the 1911 style spring inside, recoil spring. And difference is the top end. So the DH3, let's clear that, has the open cut windows appropriate for V porting, but it doesn't come like that. But we send it off to Trent, and he hit it up with the slant style V6 porting to set that bad boy up, whereas the xFive just has the open top window. And we already cleared this, but we'll clear it again. Just has the open top window, which is also welcome into ports. So here we just did 5. We did 2 up front, 3 in the middle, and just did some divots in there just to make it uniform, give it the impression. So, but other than that, these are identical units. Everything else is the same. They're weighted the same. The xFive, the sight system is obviously different. Once you take off the rear sight, that dovetail, you lose your rear sight, but you still got fiber optic up front. With the DH3, they got the X-Ray 3 night sights, raised sights there. So you get a nice co-witness, even with the optic. And on here, we run in the, that's the Romeo Pro, Romeo 1 Pro is what we're running on there. And on here, we got the fully enclosed Romeo X. So first time out, had an extractor issue on this bad boy. Lost the extractor, so we couldn't really run it. So we couldn't really see how they compare. But it's an ideal setup to see how the V ports compare to the inline ports. 5 and 6, but still, it's a good opportunity to see how they run with 2 very similar firearms. So this time, we ran the xFive. We had this bad boy out there. Still had issues though. First shots, the optic was loose. And on this bad boy, the optic mounts from beneath. So it's not an easy fix. I tightened down to one side, but on this side here, you can't get to the screw without moving the extractor pin. So I didn't want to go through all that. So I just tightened down to one side, and then we just ran it just to test the recoil. So still got a chance to shoot it. Didn't run it extended. But let's jump out to the range, take a look at this first round, and that's where you'll see Shots are kind of all over the place because the optic is moving, but we still get a chance to run a mag through it. So let's hop out there and then we'll come back in. So this will be a nice experiment to see which one performs best. So we are hot now. We're going to start with this Legion. Top left for our target here. Should be dialed in. Let's go very top left. Kind of all over the place with that. That's pretty much me in this dot here. Tight. That bad boy's loose, no wonder. This dot is loose. See, that is definitely not a good thing because these bad boys mount from the bottom. So you can't even get we're going to tighten that. Yeah, we'll tighten that bad boy up. I Loctited it in there, but it's already. We're going to stay, well, let's move over to the right target. If my memory serves me correctly, this DH3 shot softer than that xFive just shot, but let's see. Yeah, this is a huge thing. These V ports are doing much more. I'm gonna run this with the 2011s. That bad boy is something different. It is definitely something different. Let me grab and take a quick break here. I'm gonna tighten this optic up, and then I'll be right back at you. All right, so you can see this bad boy had issues out the gate, optic-wise, nothing with the gun, just an optic thing. So I did take this off, tighten it down real good, Loctited it. This is just not the best system. This is designed, I guess, to work with the lock system where it pivots underneath the slide there and then locks in on the rear. So I Loctited it down good. We'll see how it works the next time out to see if that did the job. If not, then we might look at changing the optic on that, going with something a little different. DH3 ran an awful lot softer than the xFive. And what I thought about it, and I didn't think about it till afterwards, because both of these come with extra springs. I think they give you a 12-pound and a 14-pound. In the DH3, we had the heavier spring. So we had the 14 in here, and this one had the 12 pounds, so it had the lighter spring. So that could constitute some of that felt recoil. I won't know till I take it back out. I've since switched and put the 14 in here. So now we got the same matching springs in here. Should have checked that before going out, but I didn't. But it's a significant difference. And I don't know if that can be related to just spring. That might be that V6 system is just a better system for reducing recoil than that inline system, especially with the slotted ports. I mean, it's breathing better. I'm sure the spring plays a part, but I think it's more so the ports than just the spring. But I will get it back out and run it with the matching spring just so I know, because I want to know for myself. These bad boys, the DH3 comes with 3 21-round magazines. So this is what you get. The Legion, they actually give you 3 of the 17-round with the Legion base pads on there. But I bought the Strike Industries base pads, which I like these. These are pretty nice. And that's what I put on there. I got to get me one more. So I got one in there. and then just one additional. So I'll get one more so that we're matching all the way around. And then that'll be it for this. Not going to change anything else on it. Just going to make sure that optic is good to go, and going to run it with that other spring, with the heavier spring, to see if that levels out the difference in that recoil. But I ran it one more round. I didn't want to run it a whole lot because I didn't want to take a chance on the screw dropping off down in there while it's cycling. It was loose. I don't know if it was that loose, but it was loose. So, but let's jump out there. We'll take a look at this last round. We'll run it one more time, and then we'll come back in and wrap up. So we're only able to partially tighten this because you can only get the one screw. The other screw you got to take the firing pin out to get to. So we're just going to run another mag through this bad boy, and then we're going to move away from it. And I think it's a foregone conclusion that DH3 is in a whole nother league. It shoots nice, but it in no way compares to that DH3. So let's stay on that left target. I'm gonna go dead center on that left target there. Yeah, so I don't want to keep running it because I don't want the screw to drop off in that bad boy while it's cycling. So I'm going to wrap that right there. But we're going to, that boy got warm. She got a little warm. This monster right here. That's there's many left in this magazine, so stay centered there on that same target. So much in there. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and use this right here. All right, so recoil wise, it's not as evident to the naked eye, the difference in the two, but it's much more evident in the hand and the feel. The felt recoil is significantly different. The DH3 was so light that I decided to run it with the 2011s. So that's how soft the recoil was on this. At the Legion, I think it could be better. So we're going to run this again with that heavier spring, and I think that will control a little bit of that recoil as that slide cycles. So that's going to make a difference. I don't think it'll make a complete difference, but it should make a difference. But that'll be something that I'll do for myself, and I'll just kind of give feedback in another video. It's not going to be a designated video just for that, but I will reference it in future content. But I don't want to hold you. This was designed to be a quick one. Just wanted to get the footage of that, get them out together, just to kind of close out on that chapter. Those ports are awesome. Definitely do not regret making that change. And I mean, the gun just welcomes it. The window was already there, so it's really just a matter of putting the ports in there. Same with the DH3. So it was an ideal setup to make that move. And it just makes the gun much more fun to shoot, both of them. They were nice shooters to begin with, but that really takes it to another level. So I will be maintaining these despite all the controversy around the 320s. These are range items, so that never really was an issue for me. I mean, we're not chambering around unless we're preparing to shoot. So I never really got into the hype on that. It's not something I carry. I've never carried a 320. So I didn't weigh in heavy on that one way or another because it didn't really have an effect on how I handle and dealt with the 320s that I have. And it won't going forward. So these will stay in the collection. You'll see them again in the future. Not going to hold you. Check me out on other platforms at Bust Them Guns, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Rumble. Until next time, holla.